Hi y'all, this is Shelly over at The Complete Combatant, and I write a monthly article for Shooting Illustrated. And I'm dyslexic. So what I have found is there's obviously very different ways to learn for each person. So where I do the articles in writing, I actually learn best through video or hands-on or images or even audio. So once a month, I do one of my articles via audio. So here it is. So let's get started. The first thing we'll do is, once again, this is Shooting Illustrated, and this one is from May of 2023, and it's called Verbal De-Escalation is a learned skill. Stop trouble before it starts. De-escalation is a form of communication used with people who are showing signs of aggression. In a nutshell, it is a practiced language to decrease intensity in a non-violent manner and redirect a potentially combative situation to a more peaceful outcome. I have no doubt that you, the reader, have been in some sort of argument with a close friend or a loved one that you wished would have never happened, or you thought the outcome could have been less destructive. If only you had handled it better. I know I have. We all struggle with power, with egos, pride, feelings of disrespect, and other stressful factors that impact our actions every single day. You can use a few of the tips that are going to be listed here below to help de-escalate a situation with someone familiar. But in this article, we will highlight de-escalation with a stranger. The benefits of learning basic principles for handling situations to alleviate someone's stress has no bounds. To be able to listen to someone and calmly deal with conflict increases our level of safety everywhere you go. It is important to know that there is a difference between trying to diffuse aggression that is already in motion and diffusing before someone becomes aggressive. Knowing the warning signs and understanding pre-assault indicators is very valuable. I'm not a law enforcement officer, but there are so many police programs and training programs out there that promote all sorts of verbal techniques to use instead of force. Let's look at some de-escalation steps that have proven to work well. Number one, first of all, your safety is paramount. Could the angry person have a weapon on them? Can the environment provide them one quickly? Are you being threatened? You need to have a plan if things don't go your way. Where you position yourself matters. Did you get close to the person? I apologize. Do not get close to the person and do not block exits. You want to give them space and a way out to retreat if they want. Personally take notice of where the closest exits are. Please consider standing with one foot forward and your knees slightly bent, just in case you need to be explosive and run. This posture also helps you to be prepped to quickly make non-lethal, less than lethal, or lethal decisions quickly. Body language speaks louder than words. Try to keep a relaxed facial expression, arms uncrossed, and hands open. Actively listen. Sometimes just listening and nodding with affirmation can make a person's wants and feelings feel validated. This alone may be enough to dilute their irritability. Do not forget about your intuition. Basically, it's a snap judgment or a quick and ready insight. Intuition is a gut reaction that only has your best interest at heart and comes from the Latin word, I hope I say this right, ture, which means look at, guard, protect, watch over. So you know what? Listen to it. Speak as calmly as you can. Using the right tone is as important as choosing the right words. Try to connect. Find out what their first name is and try to use their first name as often as you can. Speak in short sentences. Be repetitive as needed and stay in control of your actions. Try repeating their commands back to them. Be empathetic and ask non-challenging questions. One of the keys to de-escalation is to never say I or to use any variation of the word no. Stay positive. Stay positive and offer them choices to move past the situation and promote them as a hero of their own story. Nobody ever really wants to be the villain, especially in their own story. Now let's get to the most frequently asked question. Does it really work? The answer is definitely yes. Dolan Consulting Group states that, and I'm going to quote a bunch of stuff that they've put out. The impact of verbal de-escalation training has been evaluated in law enforcement, hospital, educational, businesses, and even psychiatric settings. Despite the fact that these evaluations have included training courses of different lengths and different styles of criteria, the findings are consistent. Verbal de-escalation training provides individuals with knowledge, tools, and tactics that give them greater confidence and control in situations involving interpersonal conflict. While de-escalation training does not eliminate all conflict and violence, by applying the knowledge, tools, and tactics that they've learned, individuals can defuse more conflict situations that might otherwise have led to violence. The existing evidence is growing and consistently reveals the same conclusion. Armed with this knowledge, it would seem that any people-intensive industry or profession would be well served to prioritize routine training in verbal de-escalation skills, unquote. So, I personally think this knowledge is beneficial for the general public as early as teens through our mature population and can be used in most environments like work or public places, even in schools. De-escalation techniques are a learned skill that needs to be practiced. Have you personally ever trained in some sort of scenario-based setting? All you need is a few loved ones. Designate who will be the criminal actor, meaning the person that's upset, and then practice these techniques in a fun and challenging and controlled setting so they're there when you need them. All right, guys, have an absolutely awesome day, and thank you to Shooting Illustrated for inviting me to put some of my thoughts on paper and on audio. All right, guys, have a great day.